You've probably heard it before. Nice guys always win in the end. But let's be real for a second. How often do you see that actually happen? If you're the guy who's always respectful, always giving, always trying to do things right, and yet somehow always ending up in the friend zone or being overlooked, you're not alone, and you're not broken. You're just playing the wrong game. See, being kind, gentle, and emotionally available should be strengths. But if they come with zero boundaries, no self-respect, and a fear of speaking up, they stop looking like strength and start looking like weakness to the wrong people. Let's talk about the habits that make so-called nice guys easy to ignore, and what you need to change if you want to be respected without turning cold or fake. The trap of the nice guy. First, let's define what we're actually talking about. A nice guy isn't just someone who's kind. It's a man who tries to keep everyone happy, struggles to say no, avoids conflict like the plague, puts others before himself at all costs, needs constant approval to feel worthy, believes being agreeable will eventually lead to love, peace, and success. Sound familiar? If you're that guy, this isn't an attack. This is a wake-up call, because what you think is helping you is actually hurting you. Let's break down the behaviors that are holding you back. 1. Stop trying to please everyone. Trying to keep everyone happy is exhausting and impossible. You'll burn out before anyone claps for you. It might have started young. You wanted to be liked, avoid problems, and feel accepted. So you became the guy who always says yes, who volunteers first, who doesn't rock the boat. But here's the truth. People don't respect someone who bends over backward for everyone. They admire someone who stands firm, even when it's uncomfortable. You don't have to stop being kind. Just stop being available to everyone. Choose who and what is worth your energy. The moment you stop trying to please the world, you start gaining your own self-respect, and the respect of others too. 2. Don't agree just to avoid tension. There's a huge difference between being respectful and being spineless. If someone says something you don't believe in, you don't have to nod and smile. And you certainly don't have to abandon your values just to fit in or avoid being the odd one out. You're allowed to have your own thoughts. You're allowed to disagree, calmly, confidently, and clearly. When you always follow the crowd, you become forgettable. When you speak your mind respectfully, people take notice, even if they don't agree. Don't just go with the flow. Be a man who knows what he stands for. 3. Learn to say no without feeling guilty. This one's huge. You can't build a healthy life or a healthy relationship if you can't say no. Too many men have been conditioned to believe that refusing someone's request makes them rude, unkind, or less of a man. That's a lie. Saying no when something doesn't serve you is a form of self-respect. Ever been on a date where she ordered everything on the menu and you paid for it even though you couldn't afford it, just to avoid looking cheap? That's not generosity. That's self-abandonment. Be honest. Hey, I didn't bring much today, so let's keep it simple. If she disappears because you set a boundary, she wasn't for you anyway. Real women aren't looking for a wallet. They're looking for a man who knows how to honor his limits. 4. Start setting boundaries and enforcing them. Being nice doesn't mean being a pushover. If someone disrespects you, call it out. If a coworker steals your idea in a meeting, speak up. If someone ghosts you or breaks their word, let them know it wasn't okay. People treat you based on what you allow. If you let people walk all over you, they will. You don't have to yell. You don't have to fight. Just be direct. Your voice matters. Use it. The goal is to still be kind, but never at the expense of your dignity. 5. Recognize when you're being used. This one's uncomfortable, but necessary. If you're always helping, always giving, always being there, and you're never getting the same energy in return, you're being used. And it's not just women. Friends, family, colleagues. They'll take what you give until you stop giving. Watch out for manipulation. If someone only calls when they need something, only smiles when you're offering help, only texts when they're bored, it's a pattern. The cure? Learn to say no. Set limits. Don't explain yourself too much. Just step back. And remember, you're not mean for protecting your peace. You're wise. Final thought. Be kind. But be solid. There's nothing wrong with being a good man. In fact, the world needs more of them. But don't confuse goodness with passivity. Being nice doesn't mean you agree with everyone. You never speak up. You always say yes. You tolerate disrespect. You get walked all over in the name of love. Nice guys don't finish last because they're nice. They finish last because they don't know how to balance kindness with self-respect. And when you find that balance, you become the kind of man people remember, not the kind they forget. So here's the truth. You don't need to be more aggressive, more rude, or more dominant. You just need to be more you. Clear, firm, honest, and kind. If you resonate with this, drop a comment, share it with someone who needs it, and ensure you subscribe to my channel for more helpful videos like this every week. Stay grounded and stay rising.